Hi everyone, Larry Satchwell here. I'm working on restoring a window. Our house was built in the 1930s, so it's impossible to find this trim. And we had a really bad rotting problem. I need to match this trim exactly. So I'm going to make a mold to help me sand that using Bondo. I've got a couple of scrap pieces of wood. This piece is cut just as wide as this trim. And this piece is cut wide enough that it will accommodate both of those. So the first thing I need to do is to glue these two together. Put this up here where I want it. This piece to match. And hold them tightly together. And I'm going to use some super thin CA glue, a little accelerator. And that'll hold it. So I have my Bondo here, a nice big glob because I want to make sure I have enough to do this in one job. My wax paper is up here loosely because I want it to conform to that mold. I'm going to add now the accelerator, and this only gives me a few minutes of working time. I want to make sure I get it mixed up well. Once it doesn't look marbled, it's pretty well mixed. I think that'll do it. Maybe a little more on the knife here. So then what I want to do is to fill the gap here. I mixed a little more than normal because I wanted to make sure I had enough. You actually want a little squeeze out on both sides. And I think that's plenty. So now to apply it, make sure it's on here the right direction. All I'm going to do is to squeeze this in here until I get both sides where I want it, and that's it. I'm going to hold this for about a minute or two, and it will have set if I used enough hardener. Don't want to take it off of here until I know it's set. And for whatever reason, this is taking a little while set. Probably because I'm making a video. And there it is, a perfectly matched profile. This stuff on the edges will scrape right off. So I'm ready for the next step. I've already made one of these with 100 grit, and I'd like to make one with 80, but I'm not sure 80 grit will conform to the mold, but I'm going to try it. So it's been about 10 minutes, and this is really set up now. It's still warm. I'm going to try to pre-fold this 80 so that it conforms a little easier. And then work it a little bit to make it a little bit more flexible. I'm going to use 3M's general purpose spray adhesive. Normally using this, you let it set up and then get tacky. I don't want it to get tacky because I want to make sure that I can, because it's kind of like contact cement. Once it's there, it's there. And I want to press that down. I've got a little stick here that I'm going to actually use to press that into the mold. If I were using my putty knife, it would probably cut the paper, and this way the stick will conform as I'm doing it. Now this is 80 grit, so this is kind of made to be the rough profile. The 100 grit sandpaper will take it down where I can finish and paint it. I want to try to get this little ridge in here though as best I can. And that has got it. I'll trim off this extra with a razor blade and continue my restoration. That video will be up, but I'm probably still a couple of weeks away from finishing it. It's a big project. Thanks for watching.